God said that He removed those people from your life. You didn't lose them. You see, these people, they wanted you to sort of shrink yourself in order for the connection to last, for in order for the connection to sustain. But you see, these connections were built off of a faulty foundation. It wasn't built off of mutual respect and reciprocity. It wasn't built off of genuine interest, like and love. It was built off of manipulation, off of control, off of envy, off of jealousy, off of wrath, off of pride. And when you have that faulty foundation, that foundation is shaky. And anything you try to build upon a shaky foundation, eventually it's going to collapse. It's going to crumble. It's going to fall apart. And that's what happened with those connections with those people. Those connections just collapsed. They crumbled. They fell apart because those connections weren't built on a strong foundation anyway. You see, these people, they saw a light within you, but they saw that you had this power within you that you weren't quite tapped into yet. And when they saw that you weren't quite tapped into your power, it's like you have all this potential, but you're not rising to this potential. If you rise to this potential, oh baby, you are a force to be reckoned with. And that's what they knew. They knew that you would be a force to be reckoned with if you had tapped into your power, tapped into your energy, because you are a powerful being. Tapped, if you rose into your potential, if you tapped into your light, if you tapped more into your confidence, you would seriously be a force to be reckoned with. But you see, what happened with these people is they tried to dim your light. They tried to shrink you. They tried to tear you down so you wouldn't rise into that version of yourself. That's why these people tore you down at whatever chance they got. Any chance they got to tear you down, these people took the opportunity to tear you down. It was like you couldn't even be yourself around these people. No matter what you said, they always had an issue with what you said. They would mock you, make fun of you. They would question you, contradict you. Well, why are you saying that? Why are this? They never allowed you to just speak your truth, be free, speak and say what you want to say. They always had something to negative to say about what you said. Or even if the actions that you took, they always had an issue with everything that you did. It's like you couldn't win for losing with these people. These people wanted you also under their control. They wanted to control you. They wanted to be like the puppeteer and shake you around like you were just their puppet. These people wanted to control you. They wanted you wrapped around their finger. They wanted you like wrapped under their thumb, basically. They wanted to be able to control you in a way where you would do things for their own convenience, where if they said something or did something, they didn't want you to react. They didn't want you to respond. They didn't want you to retaliate. They wanted you to stay silent. These people wanted to silence you. These people wanted to control how you responded and what you said in your response. And if you didn't respond the way they wanted to respond, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to say this. You're not supposed to do that. That's not good enough. Do this instead. These people were control freaks. And the reason why they wanted to control you so much is because they lacked control in their own life. These people were power hungry. They didn't have any internal power within themselves, so they had to seek external power by taking the power away from somebody else. And that looks like walking all over somebody, stepping all over somebody, controlling somebody, bringing a person down, tearing a person down. That's how you strip a person of their power. These people needed to feel powerful, but they couldn't feel powerful internally, so they had to seek it externally by taking the power away from you. And God saw how these people were treating you, and God's like, no more. Enough is enough. I'm not going to have you around these people that don't know how to treat you right and refuse to treat you right. You're not going to be somebody's punching bag. You're not going to be somebody's doormat that they can just walk all over. You're not going to be in somebody's life where all they do is disrespect you and treat you without human decency. That is why God removed you from those people's lives. Even if you may have shared a bond with these people, or you felt like you had some form of connection with these people, the connection wasn't genuine. The connection wasn't divine. The connection was karmic. And when you're dealing with a karmic connection, a negative karmic connection, all it is negativity. There is no positivity. There is no room for growth. There is no room for expansion. All it is a room for you to stay at a low vibration. And if you would have stayed around these people, you would have remained at a low vibration, but you were meant to elevate higher. You are meant to be at a high vibration and live your life, not be at a low vibration. That is why God removed you from these people's lives, because you were so much in the thick of what was happening in the fog that you weren't even recognizing how poorly these people were treating you. So God took for the moment for you to step outside of this environment and for you to look back at how these people treated you, for you to realize that you weren't treated well. You weren't treated with respect. And God's not going to keep you around people that treat you with such disrespect and disdain. So those people may have tried to brag to you and say that you burned your bridges, that you have nobody around you anymore. But what's the point of having negative people around you anyway? You don't need those people. And even if you have yourself right now, that is okay, because your soul tribe is coming. Your people are coming. The people that are going to treat you well are either already there or they are on their way. Ashe.